when your audience tells you your prices are too high, this is not an obstacle. This isn't negative. It's not an obstacle. It's not something you should feel bad about. It isn't something that you should go spiraling down this black hole over and making a big deal. It's actually opportunity for you to improve. It's opportunity for you to look at, why do I have so many people in my audience that can't afford my prices? Third conversation that we had was, this is a big one too. Seeing your audience feedback. So the feedback that you get from your audience, seeing it as a win and seeing it as an opportunity for you to improve. I think this is a big one because a lot of the people that we talk to, they're really hard on themselves about, where they think they should be and what they think they should be doing, and they're not doing it and all of this stuff. And sometimes when they get feedback from their audience saying things like, I feel like your message isn't clear, or I feel like your prices are too high. These are big ones, right? I hear this a lot from clients and obviously just people in my audience. People in my audience can't afford my program, right? And a lot of times we take this really hard. It hurts the soul, right? It crushes us a little bit. When you work so hard on your programs and you love your programs and you're so passionate about what you do, and you're so good at it and you could help people, but the people that are in your audience are like, I just can't afford it, right? I can't afford it. Or, I have to think about it. I can't afford it. And then it's like crushes your soul a little bit. The way that perspective I give my mastermind clients on this and how to kind of transform the way they think about that is, when your audience tells you your prices are too high, this is not an obstacle. This isn't negative. It's not an obstacle. It's not something you should feel bad about. It isn't something that you should go spiraling down this black hole over and making a big deal. It's actually opportunity for you to improve. It's opportunity for you to look at, why do I have so many people in my audience that can't afford my prices? The go-to a lot of the times when people come to me, the go-to is, people can't afford my prices, so I need to lower my price. And I'm like, that's absolutely ass backwards and totally not true. In fact, what if you just have the wrong people in your audience and you up-leveled your messaging and raised your price and you sign higher level clients? How would that feel? Oh, well, that would feel amazing, but nobody in my audience can afford it. Correct. So what if you just changed your messaging, raised your prices, and spoke to higher level people? How would that feel? Like, it's always the same answer. It's never that you charge too much. In most cases, you're not charging enough, and that is what is attracting people that can't afford your prices. So a lot of the times, I always am going to encourage you to raise your price and up-level your messaging. Speak to people that have money to pay you. And so this was really a good conversation in the mastermind, because some of my clients were getting feedback. They're doing their launches and they're going live and they're putting out their invitations and they're doing their launch stuff. And they're just getting feedback from clients that are like, or from their audience that's, I can't afford the price. I would love to, but I just don't have the money. And some of my clients are launching and they're like, oh my God, nobody's buying. And this is not an obstacle, right? Your audience giving you feedback is actually an opportunity for you to improve. It's a way for you to step back for a second, zoom out, and actually look at where you have room to do a better job, and where you have room to clean house and to call in better, higher quality people that not only value your work, but they have the money to invest. And if they don't have it, they'll find it, right? Like, literally, there's no reason for anyone here to have to chase 3 billion plus people around Facebook and try to find a few people to buy from you. There's no reason anyone should have to do that. The fact of the matter is, you need to sell a solution to the people who have money to pay for it. Bottom line, right? And like, when you start to look at the feedback that you're getting in your efforts and from your audience, and you look at it as opportunity instead of an obstacle or a criticism, you're going to make a smarter decision that's going to move you closer to where it is you're trying to go, right? So it's just about looking at, I'm doing these efforts. Maybe you're doing a launch and maybe you launch a lot. And maybe you're like, I don't get it. I launch all the time and I just don't get the sales. I go live every week and I just don't get the sales. I'm having all these conversations, but nobody can afford my stuff. These are not obstacles. There's over 3 billion people on Facebook alone. Absolutely, there's no reason that you can't get high quality leads paying you good top dollar to come in and get a solution. The problem is that your messaging isn't speaking clearly to the problem that you solve, and you're not charging equivalent to the problem you're solving. Right? I say this all the time. There's Gucci, there's Goodwill. It's not good, bad, right, wrong. But if you're selling a Gucci service and you're telling everybody, oh my God, my program's amazing. Oh my God, it's this. You're going to get this and this and this. And we're going to do that and all this amazing stuff. And you're hyping your program up. And then you're like, yeah, it's $400. Okay, that's why you're getting these people that cannot afford your prices, right? Like your price points need to match the solution you're solving and to the type of people that buy those kind of solutions. So this is a messaging, pricing, and like a clarity, confidence issue. And that's opportunity because you can easily get better at those things. And those are easy things to shift. So that's great news, right? Those are very easy things to shift, but those will need to be shifted.